I must begin by saying what an honor it is to be standing here this morning. I'm humbled by Cardinal Tobin's confidence in me, and I hope in time I will validate his decision to appoint me as pastor, administrator of St. Pius. I not only want to thank the Cardinal, but also Father Merrick for his near 6 years of ministry here, and Father Joe, who served you since May. But today we turn the page. Our future together is yet to be written. I know it takes time to build trust and strong relationships, and I will work hard to do that. As leader of this flock, I encourage everyone to keep our eyes fixed on Jesus, the one who shepherds us all. A few years ago, I was in the Holy Land on pilgrimage. I remember feeling overwhelmed by the sights, sounds, and smells. That part of the world is a strange combination of ancient and modern, forcibly weaved into one. I remember in particular visiting the town of Bethlehem, where Jesus was born. As I wandered along near the edge of town, I noticed a young boy shepherding his flock of sheep across a busy street. Leading the charge were the young ones, moving so energetically it seemed they were dancing. But in the very back was an old ewe with dusty brown fleece. She walked with a terrible limp, perhaps the result of arthritis or a broken leg. With every step, she jerked her neck back and forth, throwing her body forward, visibly terrified of being left behind. Sheep are not very smart animals, but they have a natural herding mentality. If one becomes separated from the flock, it literally stands in place and shakes in fear, waiting either for its shepherd or for death. Sheep just cannot survive on their own. Now, thankfully, that young boy noticed what was happening, so he moved to the back of the flock and gently helped her across the street. Routine, perhaps. But if the young sheep in front weren't paying attention to where they were being led, they would have become the ones who were lost. The truth is, a sheep's strength lies not in its youth or in its energy, but in its closeness to the shepherd. He is their sole guide and source of strength. Without him, they can do nothing. In that sense, every sheep is equal and equally dependent upon their shepherd. I have found the same to be true for me as a disciple and as a priest. My strength, and I dare say my success, lies not in my youth or in my talents, whether it's 1, 5, or 10, as we hear in this Sunday's Gospel. My success lies in my closeness to Jesus, the shepherd. He is our guide. As it's written in the Psalms, the Lord is my shepherd. There's nothing I shall want. To safe waters you lead me. You restore my strength. You guide me along the right path. Isn't that true for all of us? When we are in need, when we face important decisions, when fear or temptation overwhelms us, we must turn to Jesus. He is our shepherd who guides us along the right path. But that's only part of our shared story. While we must be concerned with our own relationship with Jesus, our own salvation, we must also be concerned with the salvation of others. Remember the attentiveness of that young boy from Bethlehem. He knew his flock. He knew who was safe and who needed his attention. He saw that struggling ewe and went straight to her aid. In the same way, I want to learn your stories, to find those in need of a shepherd's care. And I ask you to join me in that mission. Together, the Lord invites us to love, to heal, and to serve our neighbors in need. In light of this pandemic, we must find creative ways to do so, but the Lord is our shepherd. So long as we keep our eyes fixed on Him, He will lead us along the right path, a path that leads to fresh waters and green pastures, a path that leads from this very church to eternal life. And so with confidence, we turn the page and move forward together, giving thanks to God who has loved us and given Himself for us.